Yet another Canadian airline goes bust, and other airlines are also sounding the alarm on what's going on in the Canadian economy. So this is exactly the sort of thing that you would expect to happen in a recession. Canada Jetlines grounds all flights, plans to file for creditor protection. Obviously, this comes after what happened with Lynx earlier this year. So Canada Jetlines is grounding all flights and says it is temporarily ceasing airline operations effective immediately, making it the latest carrier to signal distress within Canada's troubled commercial airline industry. The airline, which flew mainly to sun destinations out of Toronto, said Thursday it has been unable to find the capital it needed to stay afloat and plans to file for creditor protection. So this comes obviously after the carrier that was based in Calgary, Lynx, essentially doing the same thing as Canada Jetlines is doing out of Toronto, also went bankrupt earlier this year. So what does this say about the economy? Obviously, they've had to deal with rising costs, rising government red tape and regulation, and all the rest of it. But what does that say about the economy? But it's not just that. There's also Air Canada. So Air Canada profits fall as pandemic recovery drags on. No, I'm talking August 7th, 2024 was when this was published. So their earnings came out and they missed. Air Canada saw its profits fall by half, even as revenues rose in its latest quarter as the country's largest airline struggled to complete the final stages of its recovery from the pandemic. Oh my God, I can't believe we're still talking about that. Okay, so our second quarter results were solid, although they did not achieve our internal expectations, the CEO tried to say. Net income in Air Canada's second quarter fell 51% year over year to $410 million. Now, obviously, you can guess what's happening with WestJet. Obviously, they're a private company, so they don't share their financials publicly. But obviously, with what's happening with Air Canada, with the environment that's going on with Lynx, with what's happening with Canada Jetlines as well, it pretty much says what's going on in the airline industry. It pretty much tells you what's going on with travel demand with Canadians. That pandemic boom that was going to last forever in travel that happened in 2022 just did not persist. And now you're seeing more and more companies and airlines that are going bust. I don't expect that Air Canada is going to go bust, one of the major oligarchy companies in Canada. So I expect Air Canada is going to be sticking around. Obviously, the government would probably step in and save them if they got into real trouble. But obviously, what does this say about the overall health of the Canadian economy? It does not say good things. And obviously, you have to think about the travelers as well that are now dealing with cancelled flights and having to obviously go through their credit card companies. And also, this means that Canadians are less likely to trust the non-oligarch airlines like Air Canada and WestJet when they're seeing airlines go bankrupt like this all the time, pretty much, or it seems to be the way this year. So anyway, guys, if you've enjoyed this video, highly recommend that you check out this video here. And if you're looking for a VPN to protect your privacy, you know where to go. Go to expressvpn.com/marketmania, affiliate link in the description. I will see you guys in the next one. Take